Psychosis is a psychiatric symptom where the person hears things, sees things, feels things with his senses without an external stimulus. First episode psychosis is the first time typically a young person starts hearing or seeing things.
You know, you do that. Bryce had always been a sensitive kid. In middle school is when he started hearing voices.
Tell me how to hurt people, tell me to kill people.
And he sees things, like he sees dead people. He has a friend that committed suicide during high school, and Bryce still talks to him and actually thinks he sees him.
Typically, the family and the client, when they come to talk to you, they do not have any very specific psychotic symptom to report, like he hears voices, but they have a storm of changes all at once. He's not bathing anymore. He is locked in his room. He doesn't make sense. Very vague symptoms, and this is a critical point for detecting the early symptoms of psychosis.
Get his feet. Parents need to be in tune with their kids. They need to really pay attention to the things they do, the things they say, and just their regular mannerisms. You can tell if your kid's personality is changing.
The earlier you treat psychosis, the severity of the psychosis illness throughout the decades of the life of the client will become less severe. If you don't pick it up within 3 years from the onset of the first hearing voices, then it may not considered anymore first episode psychosis, simply because the cognitive damage may be a little bit irreversible for us to implement the early treatment successfully.
The faster you start getting them help, I think the easier it is for them to transition into it and to learn how to live with it.
The process of diagnosing first episode psychosis is we have to get the client. The next step is there is a general interview from a non-physician to get an extensive symptom inventory to actually understand if this person may meet criteria for first episode psychosis. Then he meets with the FEP team, which includes the physician, case manager, therapist, family therapist, educational support, professional support, a whole team of people that will continue the diagnosis, clarification, and the support of the client. One important point is these clients typically are in very acute and difficult position in their life. It is very essential that we move fast.
I have sat with my son for hours while he cried because he saw a dead girl walking around his room.
Said I hear voices. I don't know what to do.
With the first episode psychosis program, this is what we are trying to offer to the client and the family and the community. Educate all of them. What is psychosis all about? What can you expect? That despite the fact that it is lifelong, it can be manageable. You can still be functional. You just need the appropriate treatment.
If the families were educated a little more, maybe they could deal with it a little. So if they caught it earlier, maybe they could deal with it better. I know he's still hearing voices because I can hear him talking to himself, but I think he's doing better.